Episode 6 of Overcompensating starts with Benny coming out to Carmen in her room. Benny confesses to not being sure of whether he is gay or not. He thinks he might only be attracted to Miles. Benny has never kissed a guy before, so Carmen thinks the first step is to find a guy to kiss so he can be sure. Carmen offers to become his wing woman. Carmen refuses to share about her problem. Carmen dives into research about being a gay ally. Benny gets a B in the midterm, which makes him question whether he belongs in the business program. He tries discussing it with the professor, and she tells him that a B is good. Outside the lecture hall, Carmen excitedly waits for Benny. She spent the whole night researching and has a list of things that she wants Benny to try to confirm if he is gay. The list starts with douching, trying to figure out the terms he is comfortable saying, and signing up on various dating platforms to find his first guy to kiss. Carmen shares a class with George, the LGBTQ+ activist. She tries asking for advice from him about her no-name friend, but George immediately knows she is asking for Benny. George tells Carmen that Benny can go to him whenever he has gay-related questions. Benny gets a response from Grindr, and Carmen rushes to inform him. Benny is excited and scared as he heads to meet the guy at an off-campus location. During the date, Benny is so anxious that he cannot stop sweating. Benny and the date end up having a conversation about their first crush. The date is married to his crush, and the night ends with Benny getting kicked out of their townhouse. Benny now thinks he might be bi and wants to try kissing a girl one more time. Meanwhile, since getting back together, Grace and Peter have not had sex since Peter cannot get it up. Grace discusses it with her volunteer granny, Janet. Janet is brutally honest and thinks that Peter is a loser and that Grace can do better. She also shows concern that Grace thinks she cannot do better than Peter. Janet even asks her nurse, Riley, to take Grace out on a date. Riley and Grace make out in a closet. Meanwhile, Peter discusses his erectile dysfunction with his game buddy, Terry6969. It turns out that since Carmen, Peter cannot get hard for Grace. Terry suggests taking pills and trying to have sex with both Carmen and Grace, and he goes for a subscription at the hospital. At the same time, Benny is at the hospital getting Viagra to try to see if he can have sex with a girl. Carmen introduces Emily to Benny, and he tries to have sex with her. Viagra does not work for Benny because he has to be aroused for it to work. Benny realizes that he is not bi and leaves. The F&G guys kidnap him and take him to the acceptance party. The other freshman accepted is Miles. The initiation party involves sucking some golden penis. Peter keeps texting Carmen, so she confronts him at his house and leaves. Then, Grace and Peter have some boring sex, and Grace has to fake it so Peter can finish. However, Peter fakes it too, as Grace learns from the empty condom in the bathroom. Later, Grace sees Tatiana's message and realizes that Peter had sex with her. Peter takes a smoke on the balcony of the frat house and overhears the boys talk about their new condos and work at Hawksworth, and how Peter will never get in. Meanwhile, Benny and Carmen meet at their favorite spot on campus to smoke. Benny tells Carmen about what happened with Emily and at the F&G house. He says he got aroused and also angry when he saw Miles drinking beer out of the golden penis. He almost had a panic attack, but he managed to leave the house. On the way out, he was thinking about all the stupid things he had recently tried, and suddenly, he thought of doing less. He goes to the supermarket where George works part-time and invites him out to hang out sometime. At the end of the episode, Carmen confesses that she had sex with Peter. Elsewhere, Peter uploads the list of Flesh and Gold members on Reddit with some horrible comments about each one of them.